Guys, this is just absolutely insane. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are back on the Lamborghini, and as you guys know that we are really close to getting this thing in the paint booth. And actually today we are starting off the video by removing our windshield. As you can tell, this is a huge piece of glass and it'll probably be impossible for us to remove it ourselves without damaging anything. So huge shout out to Safe Life for actually sponsoring today's video. They are actually gonna come out here, remove our Lamborghini glass, let us paint the car, and then they're gonna reinstall a new piece right away. They don't usually do that, but they're willing to work with us on this occasion. So we're gonna help them out a little bit by removing these windshield wipers, and they should be here any second. All right, so we got the professionals out here. Man, they hooked it up. Oh yeah, way better.
Look at that.
Now, dude, imagine now we don't have to waste like basically an hour taping up a windshield.
Professionally removed, not a scratch, nothing.
So guys, now that the windshield is out, it's gonna be a lot easier to sand around this edge, and it's gonna be a lot easier to paint because we're not gonna spend tons of time taping up the windshield and the sill and all that good stuff. But now one of our main focuses is to try to remove this sill right here. It's actually metal and rubber at the same time. We could tape it up, but it will take hours to tape up and you might not get a perfect tape line. So what we found out is that there is some rivets right along this area right here. We did rip off this molding right here, just peeled it back. But we went ahead and threw a little bit of tarp right here because we're gonna do some drilling, try to drill some of these rivets out. So let's go ahead and get our drill bit and try to get this trim piece out.
That's
Beautiful,
so legit, dude.
Beautiful. So glad that came off because I was thinking about taping this up and I just kept taping it up to sand the roof, and I was like, dude, this is just gonna be very difficult. It's gonna take actually, like, to do something like this literally takes about 30 minutes for me personally, because I try to get like the most perfect tape job.
Yeah, exactly.
But dude, luckily we got this out. There's just a few rivets and 2 screws right here, and it pops off and slides out if anybody's doing a Lamborghini or painting it. Nobody shows this kind of stuff, but here on the Goon Squad channel, we're gonna show you guys exactly how we take stuff apart. So now that we got this side off, let's move to that other side and pop that side off.
All right, so the reason why we got all these open areas covered up is because we are doing the final steps of the wet sanding process, which means we're gonna hit all the edges in any areas that we might have missed, because we wanna make sure this thing is 100% ready for the paint booth.
Alrighty guys, so we did get an early start. We got a lot of work done, but we're just gonna have to continue tomorrow in the morning. So it is the next day, and we're just finishing off all the little pieces like the mirrors, and also we're gonna need to take that door handle off, sand that down as well. And we almost forgot about the sensors in this front bumper. They are a different color white, so we're gonna have to remove them, sand them up, and also this little flap right here as well. We're gonna have to remove that because that is going on our new bumper. We are missing one on this side, but we did put an order in, should be here really soon. Hopefully in time for the whole entire paint job. We are moving really quickly. We have no time to waste, so let's just get to it and try to get this whole entire car completely sanded.
That's one thing that sucks about Lamborghinis is their clips.
They're too tough.
They're way too tough. Most of the clips break, and as you can tell here, we just broke our glass for our side mirror. Here's another example.
Another example. We don't want any more examples.
This happened to the first one, and these are just 114 bucks. So
just gonna have to order 2 from Lamborghini.
yeah, 2 more from the website, and we should be good.
Yeah, I've been fooling around with it for probably an hour trying to get it off without cracking it, but as you can tell, just the slightest amount of bend, it'll just snap right off, and it sucks, but
it is what it is. We got to paint these things. Without these in there, we'll order some more.
yep. So we finally figured out how to take this door handle trim off, and it was pretty difficult, but we figured it out. Now this is probably gonna be one of the last pieces to wet sand, and we should be ready to go to the paint booth. We did remove the bonnet and all that good stuff, so all this car needs is a nice clean wash, and it should be ready for some painting. But you might think that we're ready for the paint booth right after this step, but we're actually not, because the paint booth ain't even ready for us.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not ready. It's a little bit filthy right now. We're probably gonna head over there and clean it up a little bit. We may even pressure wash the inside. We don't know. We just gotta head over there, check it out. The guy that actually owns the paint booth said it needs a little bit of prep work before we can actually pull this Lamborghini in there, because he wants us to get a pristine paint job. So do we. So we're gonna go ahead, park this car inside, finish sanding this later because we are running out of daylight. Let's head to the paint booth and clean it up.
All right, so we're using the good old power stroke to get some supplies out there. Probably gonna grab the pressure washer and some other goodies, some brushes, and ooh, look at that tackle box. Somebody's fishing. That was me actually. But let's go ahead, load some things up, and we're gonna head that way hopefully. All right, so we have made it. We also grabbed the vacuum cleaner just in case. Let's go on in here and see what's going on. Now, a lot of times we usually just come in here and we don't even think about cleaning up the booth. And that's what we notice, a lot of trash in our paint jobs.
Yeah, we're noticing quite a bit of trash. We may have a little bit of filters left to change the bottom filters.
Yeah,
the
they're
main
done.
ones is like this row right here and this row right here. This is actually where the suction happens. The rest of the rows, they're just, honestly, there's really no suction happening there. But let's go ahead and clean this whole entire booth out. Maybe take some of these grates out, wash them out.
We want to pressure wash the whole thing, don't we?
Yeah, it'd be nice to pressure wash the inside, like the walls and stuff, and get everything. We're not gonna really mess with
Those
the
are
top.
new. Those are brand new right there.
Yeah,
the top filters are brand new.
Yeah, they're still brand new filters. We're gonna definitely wash this bottom, get all this stuff out of here, cleaned up, because whenever we get that Lambo in here, we're gonna try to get the best paint job we possibly can get out of it. So let's go ahead and get started. We've got a ton of work on our hands. Cleaning this booth up. As you can tell, the floor is pretty dirty.
Yeah, those bottom fans are just clogged up, and not clogged up, but they are really filthy.
Filters.
And you know, we're gonna wash the walls and stuff like that.
Do whatever we can. Do whatever we can to get this booth spotless. So let's go ahead and get started, dude. No time wasted.
Alright, so we just actually took out 2 rows, and look how filthy it is. Now this is one of those paint booths that is not very used much, or is it used a lot?
I think it's used quite a bit.
Used quite a bit, yeah. He rents this out to a few other guys.
But nobody really like...
Because they don't really paint higher end cars.
Yeah,
they paint like quick
it does
flips.
great on like regular cars. A little bit of trash here and there,
Yeah.
you can buff it out. But what we're about to paint, I don't want. Try to be as minimal as possible on the trash side of things. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and remove these 2 rows. And how this paint booth works is that these 2 rows are the main rows that actually suck air. So this is where the car drives on. This is where all the trash falls from the vehicle's tires and underneath the vehicles. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these, throw these things away. Maybe go ahead and remove all of them if we have enough filtration system.
Either way, I'm thinking we remove them all just to pressure wash it before we throw these new 2 rows right here.
All these grates actually have, like, as you can see, all of these old paint.
Oh, you're talking about like all that stuff on there?
Yeah, it's just disgusting. So we're gonna go ahead and pressure wash everything, hopefully take everything out. This stuff is pretty heavy. These grates are easily like 50 pounds each, so they get pretty heavy pulling all these out, and it is really hot in here, so we're gonna try to work this out as quick as possible. Let's go ahead and roll these fiberglass rolls up and see how bad it is under there. I'm thinking that it's gonna be good because these filters catch a lot of the debris. But once we remove all this, we're probably gonna bring the pressure washer in here, pressure wash the walls, get everything nice and clean, and hopefully get that pristine paint job the next day. Guys, this is just absolutely insane. It's super hot in here. We got all the grates out, all the platforms out, and just check that out, dude. That is years of paint, dust, whatever you want to call it, all up inside this paint booth, what we're thinking about doing, maybe if we can find a flat nose shovel, we can try to shovel some of this stuff out, sweep some of this stuff out. We did grab a shop vac, so maybe we can shop vac most of these garbage out, honestly, whatever you want to call it. And then our last step is to grab the pressure washer, pressure wash all the walls, all these floors. We do have a grate here. It should drain all up in there, so we should be good there. That was a ton of work.
Look at all this stuff we got out here, dude.
Tons of
all these, and these suckers are not light, let me tell you that.
Dude, they are some heavy pieces of equipment right there.
Yes, sir. And we got them, every single one of them. I don't know if this has been done in a while. The owner of the paint booth said that
he just washed the grates and changed the filter, so that's about it. But we're taking all the grates out, all the little platform pieces out right here, and we're just gonna pressure wash the whole entire paint booth. So let's get to it, pull our pressure washer out. Well, first of all, we're gonna try to get this junk out of here, and then hopefully we can get this thing cleaned up in no time.
So now that the paint booth is all nice and clean, we had to suck some of the water out because the booth is sealed right here. So we are good here. Now it's time to put in these panels right there that we just washed, and then we're gonna wash these grates right here, and then they're gonna go in afterwards. So some hard work. It's taking a good bit of time, but we are getting it done. We got the help of Tim here, so a good buddy of ours, and I think we should get it done a little bit faster.
Let's do it.
Got the grates nice and washed up. Now it's time for these filters. It may not look like much, but this stuff does compact, so there's actually a lot in here, and I think it'll work for all these sections right here. So we're gonna need quite a bit, but I think we'll be all right. You gonna do it all on the flops?
Oh no, man, my feet would be itching for too much straight. But hopefully we got enough here.
That's what I was just saying.
It's a tight scroll, so hopefully there's enough for all new rows, because that would be awesome.
But our main concern is to get these filters in this area right here where the suction is actually happening.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and start unrolling that stuff right there and lay it down.
them are some heavy grates. At the end of the day, they feel about 200 pounds each instead of 50 when we began.
Yeah. When you do it over and over again.
Oh man,
I can't imagine if it was just the two of us, man.
Whew, luckily we had some help, but we are completely finished now. So hopefully after all this, it runs properly. So let's shut these doors, cut it on, and see how it works.
Hello. Sounds good in here too. Cut that door.
So everything checked out perfectly, and we're gonna have to catch you guys tomorrow.
Next day here, now that we got the paint booth 100% cleaned up, it is time to get this car ready for the paint booth. And what we're probably gonna do is go ahead and grab a trailer, load it up on the trailer and wash it from there. That way we can eliminate all the dirt, all the dust, any contamination to make our painting process a lot smoother. So let's go ahead, pick up our trailer and load this thing up. Gonna hook her up, head back. What are you doing, Zeus? Look at you. Dang, so fluffy. Give me that toy, Zeus. Give me that toy. Give it. Give it, I'm gonna toss it for you. Oh, you're strong, ain't you? You ain't giving it up for nothing. All right, so we got her loaded up. We are out of here.
Let's head back to the shop.
All right, so we are back. Let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up and we'll wash it from there. Alrighty guys, so she is finally all cleaned up. We got underneath the wheel wells, underneath the hood, in very intricate places where a lot of dust builds up. So she is looking clean. All the little parts we're gonna probably take on another trip to the paint booth because there's just a lot of little things that we need to wash separately. But let's walk around and just show you guys how clean it is underneath here. Looking great. We even cleaned the engine bay. Did you try starting it after that?
No, I did not. I wanted some of that water to dry up because there was tons of water over here. And it looks all fairly dry. It's pretty hot out today as well.
Yeah, dude. And man, it is looking so good. I cannot wait to get into the paint booth, but that's gonna be in the next video. So right now I'm actually gonna jump inside and try to start it up just to see what if it messed anything up. I doubt it. There's a lot of electrical components that's open right now.
A lot of people would be freaked out seeing somebody wash that like we did with the power washer.
Oh yeah, especially with all this stuff just wide open. Maybe I'm sure it should start up. If not, we got a bigger issue on our hands than we thought.
I think it'll be all right. So I'm going in right now, give you guys that cold start. Or it may not be too cold, but
start her up. Now all we're ready to do is strap her up
and head towards the paint booth.
Towards the paint booth and start this long painting process.
Man, it has been very complicated so far, and I'm sure the painting process is gonna be a little bit more complicated, taping it up and trying to get that perfect paint job, but we're willing to take on this challenge as usual, guys. So that is gonna be a wrap for today's video, guys. Be sure to stay tuned, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on anything, because in the next video, we're gonna be getting this thing slicked in. Also guys, if you haven't, be sure to follow us on Instagram where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. And if you want to support your boys, be sure to visit goonsquad.com and copy some merch.
So thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to stay tuned and we'll catch you next time. Peace.